Today I'm going to share with you a little known yet highly effective technique for journaling. Now, journaling is super popular.
Write in the journal.
You hear about journaling in all of the productivity masterminds and things like that. You hear about, different people journaling to share their thoughts or get their thoughts on paper so that they can be much clearer with their intentions throughout the day. Don't get me wrong, I think all of those are great, but I want to share something that I've learned and something that fits for me, because writing down about my day or writing down about my thoughts or my goals in a journal every single day it doesn't really appeal to me that much. I've tried it before and I can never really stick to it. One thing that I do stick to though is preparing my day and getting my mind into a state that allows me to be in the most effective and highest operating place for each day, which means coming from a good place, right? So you don't want to be coming from a bad place every day. Best way to stop doing that is to prepare yourself every single morning. It's almost like you're preparing yourself, you're giving yourself a layer of armor against the world, because we do live in a pretty negative world. It's almost, in every corner we turn, there's something or someone trying to be negative in our lives. So we need to be able to protect ourselves. And I've not found any way better than this. This is my journal. So I think my sister bought it for me for Christmas or my birthday once. It sort of sat in the drawer for a long time first. And then I found a compelling reason why I should start journaling. And I think it was actually because this book is super cool that I actually started. So if you don't know me yet, my name is Mitch Asser. I live in my Mercedes Sprinter camper van, which you can see behind me there. I've built multiple businesses, digital businesses, to 6 figures over the last 4 years. One of my companies got acquired by a company in the USA just last year. We had 60,000 followers. We had over 3,000 customers in that business, and I've learned a lot along the way. When it comes to being a digital nomad and building digital businesses, I definitely know a thing or two. And one of probably the most important thing that I do know to be true when building a business is that it all comes down to your mindset. And when your mindset is strong, that's when you have the audacity and the strength and the ability and the capabilities to continue going every single day, because it does get tough along the way. And journaling really helps to strengthen that, because you allow yourself to capture your thoughts and things like that. So let's dive into it. Let me give you my first little insight as to why my journaling is a little bit different. And let's start with this page here. This page is my homepage, and the reason why this is different is because of the title that says it there is my book of positive aspects. The entire book is just positivity. I was never big on affirmations, 100% believe in having bad days. And however, I know that I can always turn that around. And the reason why I'm having bad days is because there's some resistance in my life that continues to come up. And if you don't use different tools and exercises like doing this, then you're going to repeat those same patterns again and again. Talk about in the self-development industry that we have over 90,000 thoughts a day. And most of the thoughts that we have today are exactly the same as yesterday, more than 95%. So if you're living a shitty life right now, and there's a good chance that if you don't change something, you're going to be living a shitty life tomorrow as well. However, you have complete control over your reality. You have complete control over what you think about, and you have complete control over what you can do to change your life and change your beliefs, because a belief is just a thought that you continue to think, right? If you want to change your beliefs, then you change your thoughts. You change your thoughts, you can change your life. That's basically the first page. On the next page, I have a little, I guess you would say, prayer. Maybe you would say it's a affirmation. Maybe you call it whatever you want, but that's something that I say out loud every single day, and it's an acknowledgement to the source of where I come from. It's an acknowledgement to understand that the source is also guiding me. Now, you might call it source, you might call it God, whatever you want to call it, it's completely up to you. But I encourage you to put together some sort of prayer or something that you can say out loud as an affirmation to really feel it. And that's the key, is when you're saying it, you need to feel it. And then I don't do this every day, but I'll wake up and I want to start really general in terms of the things that I appreciate about my life. So talking about things that are easy for me to talk about, like it's so easy for me to be appreciative of my van. Like I just love the van so much. I don't have a whole lot of resistance to that van. So I start there, try and write down as many things that I'm appreciative about that. Then I move into things about like my body, and then because that's something I've been working on for a long time, and I love and accept my body. So basically you're starting from the place of where you have least resistance, and you're slowly working towards the places that you have more resistance. So more resistance are usually things like relationships, money, or wealth. Once you start to have some positive momentum, that's when you can start going a little bit more into those particular topics. However, you still want to stay a little bit general in terms of what you're speaking about. Find a really good example of what I've been, some stuff in here. I love deep breathing, feeling the energy expand through my entire body. So this is a really good example of a more generalized saying is, I love the abundance of amazing people coming into my life experience. So I'm not being specific about that. I'm saying it is in a very generalized form. I'm saying that it's, that they're just coming into my life experience. I'm not saying how they are coming into my experience. I'm not saying what they look like, who they are. Another really good one is, I love finding the love, peace, and serenity in every moment. I love immersing myself into environments that are beautiful and vibrationally high. I love smiling at someone else and them smiling back. I love that I attract others who are up to speed to have fun with me. So once again, like these are, whether I'm living there or not, I can start more generalized and move closer towards that. And I just some days I'll just wake up and I'll read through this and look at some of the old ones, and even just reading back on some of the things that I've done before have been really cool, and that gets me into the mood, and I don't really need to write that day. Where other days I feel really inspired to write something new and to explore like a new part of me that I want to vibrationally lift and become into alignment with. That's basically what I call the book of positive aspects. Now you can learn more about this from a teacher called Abraham Hicks or Esther and Jerry Hicks. Definitely buy some of their books. There's a lot of amazing stuff in there, and it'll help you get a full picture of what that's all about. There's also thousands of YouTube videos all about their work, but basically that's where this has come from, and really transformed the way that I move through the day. And I move through not every day, but most days in a much more calm and peaceful and excited way. The days that I do have shitty days, because don't get me wrong, I still have shitty days, but when I'm there, I'm not as worried as what I would have been, because I know that I can come back stronger than ever again. The shitty days are something that you need to go through in order to help you move to the next level, to help you clarify what you don't want and what you do want. It just breeds a bigger desire to want a better life, right? So if you are feeling down, don't be upset about it. Just realize that life can and definitely will get better. You just got to do things like this and get yourself on a better track. I'd love to know what you think about this. I'd love to know if you're going to give it a try. I'd love to know if you use some sort of other journaling technique that you love right now, and that's really transforming your life and that's really serving you, and that's amazing. Like, I just wanted to share a little bit about what's been working for me, and if you do feel inclined to give that a go, then definitely let me know. So pop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you're not subscribed yet, then definitely do that. I share two things on this channel and sort of, somewhere on the shoulder in between, but it's all about how I live in this van while running a digital marketing company, and also, teaching you how to become a digital nomad. In fact, I've been interviewing tons of different digital nomads and business experts to get them out for free. So there'll be links all over the place. Definitely follow me on Instagram at Mitch.Asser for more information about how you can get free access to some really great content this year. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.